Oh, I might have another problem. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Yep, sure don't, actually. What the hell? Can you... This is going to be awkward because this might actually be streaming. But can you jump in and see if there's audio?
Yeah.
Because YouTube's telling me that audio bitrate isn't there, but I don't believe it. Because
No, it's there. I can hear it.
It's there? Okay. My encryption tells me that there's audio there. Or my encryptor tells me there's audio there. So, I am not a fan of technology today.
It's not.
Welcome to Week 4's Sunday live stream. If you were an early adopter within the first minute, you heard me fighting with YouTube, and more likely didn't hear me cussing at Zoom because apparently they've decided to include a password in their meetings and bury it about 7 streams deep. I am at Hot BFF with 2 Ps. He is at 30 BFF, finally back from his meandering in Peoria.
Oh, yeah. And I think I'm finally over that trip. In terms of all booze drank and yikes.
Yeah, part of the show being out on Thursday was the amount of booze I drank on Wednesday. I was in no condition to live, let alone try to talk about anything. So, yep, we're here though to answer all of your start sit questions. So, drop those in the chat. We'll go ahead and get going with some of the news from this morning. Bears defensive lineman Akeem Hicks is not going to play week 4 against the Vikings. There's no way you weren't starting Dalvin Cook, but that makes it a much better matchup. Cam Newton's still out for the Panthers, so Kyle Allen's a fine stream this week. I actually kind of don't hate that matchup. Rex Burkhead, he's expected to play against the Bills. Mark Andrews, good to go for the Ravens. In good news for Marquise Brown, Greedy Williams and Denzel Ward are both not playing again. So
yeah, it's a banged up secondary. They're at home. I expect him to continue to have a shit ton of air yards this game.
Completely agree there. Danny Amendola is expected to miss the Lions matchup with the Chiefs. They actually promoted something called a Tom Kennedy from the practice squad for that. Yeah, right. He looks as generic of a white guy as he sounds like. Chris Godwin's expected to play against the Rams. Terry McLaurin is inactive for the Redskins. That was late breaking. He was tweaked his hamstring late in the week. Everything leading up today said he was expected to go until he was no longer expected to go. He had a juicy matchup, so if you had Terry McLaurin in your lineups, get him out of there. I had to do a scramble through mine once I saw that.
Yeah, and then also shout out, this is still a good game to stack in DFS. Paul Richardson, 4,600.
Yeah.
On FanDuel, double-digit targets against the Bears Monday night, and he gets a much juicier matchup. Also makes Trey Quinn viable at 53.
Yep. Melvin Gordon going to be active against the Dolphins. Rappaport's reporting he's only going to play in case of emergency. We've heard everything from he'll get Justin Jackson level touches to emergency only. So we'll see. Expect with Justin Jackson inactive that there is some Melvin Gordon today.
I mean, why not? Like, it's a tune-up game for them. So why not get a guy that you're not going to pay next year, that you're going to let go, that's considered a top 5 back in this league, run him into the ground. Like, it won't be this week, obviously, but like, he's going to get work. This is just them just trying to be sly about it, I think.
I think so. Devin Singletary is going to miss week 4 against New England. So that doesn't necessarily mean run out and start Frank Gore, though. That is not a great matchup.
No, it's going to be pretty gross.
Yep. LaShawn McCoy good to go for week 4 against the Lions, so that is not a gross matchup. Especially with Darius Slay not playing for the Lions. What I mean by that is this might get a little one-sided. Vance McDonald doubtful for Monday night. I said it on Thursday. Make sure you have an alternative option if you're a Vance McDonald owner.
I agree.
Julian Edelman's expected to play this week. It's also been reported how much he plays will depend on how he feels.
Okay.
So
what if if someone calls him a poopy head, he may not play the next series?
Yeah, I don't know. If somebody upsets him, throws him off. I mean, that could be. I have no idea.
Yikes.
All right. Sorry, I was looking at some other stuff. Julian Edelman's expected to play this week. I already said that. Royce Freeman was removed from the Broncos injury report. Justin Jackson's in a walking boot. He could miss a few weeks. We mentioned that. T.Y. Hilton doubtful against the Raiders.
Yeah, he's already been ruled out if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was ruled out right before we hopped on this thing.
So Paris Campbell, Deion Kane both get juicy matchups against, I believe, at home against Oakland, or on the road against Oakland, excuse me. I think they're both flex viable if you're looking for, kind of a home run piece.
Yeah, they are. Deion Kane, I think, led them in snap count, which my feelings on snap count, but that's a thing.
Yep. Paris Campbell led him in touch. I think led him in targets outside of DY.
Yep, and Zach Pascal also had a good game. So
this all means fire up your Marlon Mack as they run the football a little bit more.
Right. Hold on, I'm getting this link tweeted out. We don't have a lot of chat activity.
We do not. I tweeted out on the.
You tweeted it out on yours.
Yeah, I'll get it out on
the show
account here.
Yeah, I just tagged the show in it, so it should be an easy retweet.
Perfect.
All right. Where was I? Oh, Damiere Byrd out for week 4. So Damiere Byrd being out means Sherfield's going to step up probably in 4 wide receiver sets. That's all that means. Could be
Keyshawn.
Yeah, Keyshawn will step in. Keyshawn should be running as a 3.
It should be all Keyshawn.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
So they run a lot of 4 wide. And
True.
What you're going to get is, because they do run a lot of spread, a lot of 4 out, half the time it's David Johnson, but Keyshawn Johnson should get whatever Byrd was getting, but that means Trent Sherfield should see the field. So you're right.
Andy Isabella.
Yeah, doubt it, but
I know.
You're right.
But get him out there over Trent Sherfield. Excuse me.
Hey, Sherfield was running behind Byrd last week, so.
No. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying they should just run out Andy Isabella.
Yeah.
This is the spot you want him in. Single coverage, fastest guy likely on the field.
Yeah.
I'm all about that. But
either way, you're not starting the Cardinals' 4th wide receiver.
No.
Yeah, and you probably aren't starting the Cardinals' 3rd wide receiver. It's really Larry Fitzgerald and Christian Kirk.
Yeah. I'll do some Keyshawn in DFS, but that's only in game
probably
sacks.
Dirt cheap.
I think he's base value.
Yeah, Mike Williams, Travis Benjamin, they're out for week 4 for the Chargers. I mentioned on Thursday that Williams was not a great play anyway. Reason being is just they're not going to have to throw enough to make a secondary option outside of Keenan Allen viable.
Yeah.
Traquan Smith, he's out against the Cowboys. Woohoo. Case Keenum, not on the Redskins' final injury report. He is going to play after he got hurt on Monday against the Bears. Delaney Walker is going to suit up for the Titans. Calvin Ridley and Ito Smith both cleared to play for the Falcons against Tennessee. That is not a great matchup for Ito, or Ridley for that matter.
Let's jump back to Case real quick because there was a report that came out that if he gets a little bit of the turnover bug again, we could be seeing Dwayne Haskins.
He could be.
It's been talked about and speculated, and something that I think everyone predicted. If the Redskins are not winning games, what's the point of throwing out a guy that you're not gonna use long term?
Right. Jay Gruden also may get canned. I think he's what's keeping Case Keenum in there. He's on the hot seat apparently 3 weeks in.
Yeah. That's not shocking at all.
No. Delaney Walker is good to suit up for the Titans. I already said that. You threw me off. We went back
Sorry.
up. Now you're good. I wasn't pausing to talk. Amari Cooper is good to go for Dallas. He had an MRI on his ankle that Jody was fine, so he's good there. Taylor Gabriel gonna miss Week 4 matchup against the Vikings for the Bears. That doesn't move the needle a whole lot on anybody, I guess. I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't know how I feel about this game. Like, it's gonna be so fucking ugly. Like, which means it'll be a shootout. But in all realistic terms, like, this game could go massively under, and both defenses are both fine plays this week.
Right. I think and the over-under isn't that high either. It was like 38 this morning when I looked.
Oh god, it keeps going down. I think it opened up at 40.5.
Yeah, no, it was down to 48,
Yikes.
38.5, I think.
Jesus.
When I made my bets this morning. So
it's so bad.
yeah.
I'm staying away.
Defensive slugfest, which actually means they're gonna score 60.
It's gonna be whoever gets the first couple turnovers and take advantage of short field. I don't expect a lot of long drives in this game.
Right. Damian Williams is gonna miss Week 4 against the Lions. That means LaShawn McCoy, but also Darrell Williams.
Yes.
Darwin Thompson.
I love it. Darwin, guys, he's the guy.
He's the
he
one.
needs another injury, and then another injury,
And
then
then
the
another
guy-
injury.
and then they'll pick up C.J. Anderson, and then he's got to beat out him.
Or Jay Ajayi. Who's been cleared, by the way.
When they trade for Melvin Gordon.
Right. Rashard Higgins is going to miss Week 4 against the Ravens. That's bad news for Baker because that is kind of his trusted third down weapon. They don't have Higgins. They don't have Njoku. It's really just Chubb, Beckham, and Landry there, and that hasn't been working out too hot. Of course,
No,
the offense hasn't been working too hot anyway.
It's been yikes for Baker to start this. Terrible play calling, horrible offensive line, and he's developed happy feet because he's got no confidence in his O-line.
He's got no confidence in his O-line. He's got happy feet, but he's not taking off and running the ball when the openings are there. He's just running out of the pocket. He's holding the ball forever because I think they're trying to develop things downfield way too much.
Yeah, it's like we have this good thing working for us that we saw work against the Rams defense. Let's just not do it. Let's not throw timing routes. Let's just send them downfield for for a 6-step drop.
Yeah.
Say good luck.
Yep. And I already talked about the something called the Tom Kennedy that was promoted. So,
Yes.
Yeah, we still don't have like any of our regulars or anything in here. So
This is weird.
it's very weird. I don't trust YouTube.
It's something that seems thrown off. Unless they're all boycotting us.
It could be. Maybe they're mad.
Well, we didn't have a Wednesday show.
We had a Thursday show, but not on podcasts.
And on podcast.
I didn't put it on podcast mostly because I didn't want to. We were out of storage, and I didn't want to archive and pay $10 to hold a 15-minute episode. So I just left it on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're done.
I guess so.
Good luck.
See you guys.
Or no one.
All by myself.
No one.